There are two versions of every man, the comfortable one and the dangerous one. For most of his life, Armin lived as the comfortable one. He was not lazy in appearance. He had dreams, big ones. He talked about starting a business, about getting in shape, about learning new skills, about changing his life. But he had a habit. I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow was his favorite word. Tomorrow he would wake up early. Tomorrow he would study seriously. Tomorrow he would stop wasting time. Tomorrow he would become disciplined. But tomorrow never arrived. Comfort always did. The soft bed, the extra scrolling, the unnecessary naps, the endless YouTube videos, the 5 more minutes. His life was not terrible. That was the problem. It was comfortable enough to avoid change. And comfort is the most addictive drug in the world. Years passed like this. Small goals, small efforts, small excuses. Until one night. It was 2:17 a.m. Armin was lying in bed, phone glowing against his tired face. He had wasted another day. No workout, no progress, no action. Only intention. He put his phone down and stared at the ceiling. A question hit him like a punch. What if I stay like this forever? The thought was terrifying. Not failure, not poverty, not criticism, but mediocrity. A life of almost disciplined, almost successful, almost respected. That night, something shifted. He realized something brutal. Comfort was slowly killing him. Not physically, but mentally, spiritually, emotionally. He wasn't tired because he worked hard. He was tired because he avoided hard things. The next morning, he made a decision that most people fear. He chose pain. Not dramatic pain, but daily voluntary discomfort. He wrote 3 rules on a paper and taped it to his wall. Do the hardest thing first. No comfort before progress. Finish what you start. Day 1 was war. The alarm rang at 5 a.m. His body screamed. His mind negotiated. Sleep more. You deserve rest. Start tomorrow. But he remembered. Comfort is the enemy. He got up. It felt unnatural. Cold water hit his face. He didn't enjoy it. He didn't feel motivated. He just moved. That was new. He used to wait for motivation. Now he moved without it. He went outside for a run. The air was cold. His legs burned. His lungs felt heavy. Halfway through, he wanted to quit, but quitting was comfort. So he continued, slowly, painfully. But he finished. That morning changed something small but powerful. He proved he could win against himself. The first victory is always internal. The second battle was procrastination. Armin used to delay everything important. Emails, work projects, learning new skills. Now he attacked the hardest task immediately after waking up. No phone, no scrolling, no excuses. Just action. It felt uncomfortable. His brain resisted focus. Distraction called him constantly, but he stayed. 1 hour of deep work, then 2, then 3. By the end of the first week, he noticed something strange. He wasn't happier. He was sharper. Pain was sharpening him. Week 2 became harder because novelty disappeared. Discipline became repetitive, and repetition is boring. Comfort whispered again, "You've done enough. Take a break. You deserve it." But Armin changed his relationship with pain. He stopped seeing it as suffering. He started seeing it as training. Every early morning was a vote. Every finished task was a vote. Every resisted distraction was a vote. Vote for the man he wanted to become. Month 1 ended. He wasn't rich. He wasn't transformed physically, but he was different. His posture improved. His eyes looked more focused. His words carried weight. Because he kept promises to himself. Month 2 was brutal. His body hurt constantly. His mind felt tired. He questioned everything. Why am I doing this? Old friends stopped inviting him. He wasn't available for comfort anymore. Late nights became early mornings. Entertainment became limited. Social media became controlled. He felt lonely at times, but loneliness was cleaner than distraction. One evening, after a long workout and deep work session, he looked in the mirror. He didn't see dramatic change, but he saw something new: intensity. There was fire in his eyes. Not excitement, but determination. Month 3 introduced resistance from the outside. People mocked his routine. "You're too serious. Relax. Life isn't that deep." They were right. Life isn't that deep. But regret is. And he feared regret more than discomfort. He doubled down. Cold showers became daily. Workouts intensified. Deep work blocks extended. He tracked everything: sleep hours, calories, study time, progress. He turned his life into a system, and systems remove emotion. That's when the transformation accelerated. He stopped negotiating with himself. He didn't ask, "Do I feel like it?" He asked, "Is it scheduled?" If yes, it was done. Motivation became irrelevant. Feelings became background noise. Month 4, visible changes appeared. His body became leaner, his face sharper, his energy stable. But the biggest change was internal. He no longer feared hard tasks. He attacked them. Pain no longer shocked him. It strengthened him. Month 5 tested him emotionally. A project failed. Weeks of work collapsed. The old Armin would have escaped. Comfort food, scrolling, blaming. The new Armin sat quietly, analyzed mistakes, adjusted strategy, started again. No drama, no self-pity, just repetition. That's when he realized machines don't complain. Machines execute. Month 6, people noticed. "You've changed. You're different. You're intense." He wasn't trying to impress. He was trying to escape mediocrity. His productivity doubled, then tripled. He woke up before alarms. He moved before hesitation. He finished before excuses. He became precise. Time wasted felt painful, not physically, but mentally. Month 7, the biggest realization came. Comfort had been stealing his confidence. Every time he chose ease, he weakened trust in himself. Now, every time he chose pain, he built trust. Trust creates power. Month 8, he simplified everything. Fewer distractions, fewer unnecessary conversations, fewer weak habits. More focus, more action, more silence. He wasn't angry. He wasn't aggressive. He was controlled, like a machine programmed for progress. Month 9, his results began compounding. Income increased, skills improved, physique transformed. But the real victory, he no longer feared difficulty. Hard tasks became normal. Month 10, he understood something most never do. Pain is temporary. Comfort is addictive. Addiction destroys potential quietly. Month 11, discipline felt natural. What once required force now required identity. He wasn't trying to be disciplined. He was disciplined. Identity shift completed. Month 12, 1 year. He looked back, from procrastinator to machine. But not emotionless, not robotic. Machine in consistency. Machine in execution. Machine in resilience. He still felt tired sometimes, still doubted sometimes, still struggled sometimes. But he never returned to comfort as escape. He used discomfort as fuel. And here is the truth he discovered. Comfort builds weak men slowly. Pain builds powerful men daily. Every man chooses soft bed or cold morning, scrolling or studying, excuse or execution, temporary ease or permanent strength. Armin chose pain, not because he loved suffering, but because he loved growth more, and growth demands friction. He didn't become superhuman. he became reliable, and reliability is rare. When he said he would do something, it was done. No delay, no drama, no negotiation. He became dangerous, not to others, but to his own limits. That is the transformation, from procrastinator to machine. The world didn't change. He did. And when a man changes his standards, his entire life follows.